Hey guys, welcome to my channel Learn Tech. This is Sandeep Cole here. Hope you all guys are doing good. So today's video which I'm going to take is on knowledge management. As said earlier also in my previous video that I'll be going to take a video on knowledge management. I haven't covered this as part of the ITSM, but now the consoles, everything has been changed. So I thought let me take it on a new console, how it will look like in Helix, how we configure it, and how it's defined and what is the use. Now, people who are not aware about knowledge management, so basically, the knowledge management is a module where you configure the knowledge articles and then you make use of those knowledge article across the application. So, what is a knowledge article? So, for example, in your organization, you have a defined way of configuring your Outlook, or there's a process to define any application. There are steps involved in any of the processes in your organization, or you want to define certain references for certain articles, certain documents through your organization. For example, it can also be from the HR side, like you have different HR policies. There are payroll benefits, there are HR policies, leave policy, everything. So all this can be defined through knowledge management, and it can be accessed by the individuals. So, for example, let's suppose I am an employee and I want to know my benefits. As an employee, I need to know my benefits. So what I will do, I will go and create a ticket for it. But if there's already an available knowledge article in the system, so which I can access, so I'll go through it, and then I will maybe it will suffice for my for my requirement, or maybe it is suffice to fulfill my what I exactly need. Then I will not go and create any ticket. So what it will do, it will save our time. So this is what is actually knowledge article used in ITL or ITSM systems. You define certain information in a module called knowledge management system for your employees to access it. So it's basically reference or any other thing which you want your employees to see or verify, rather than bombarding your system with tickets. So for example, there's a new, let's suppose you have defined a new process in your organization for the email. Then you can define these steps through the knowledge article, and it can be accessed by everybody, and then they can access it, configure that email for them. Otherwise, if this knowledge management is not in place, they need to raise tickets. Then some support staff will be assigned. He will then explain them, okay, these are the steps, reference this document and all. It takes a lot of time. And then from the from revenue perspectives, from the managing the operation, other things, it benefits us a lot. So you can get your team involved in doing some more productive work than doing something which can be defined somewhere and then given it to the individuals for reference. Now Leo gets back to the application. So now we know what is knowledge management. Now you can see in my screen I have lot of knowledge articles which have been defined earlier. Now, so today what we will do, we will go and see, we'll create a knowledge article, and then we will see what are the stages of knowledge article, and then how it can be accessed through the system. Now, for the setting of this system also knowledge article, first of all we will see that, and then we will go in the knowledge creation. So again, I will go to this setting console. So here, can you see there is a knowledge management. So if I go here, this is basically related to the knowledge management. So what I can do here, if I click on article styles, or sorry, article template style. So this is basically the templates which we have. So we will see when we will create a knowledge article, there are different types of knowledge articles you can define. So you can define that here, that what type of knowledge article you need to define. So it can be a reference, it can be how to knowledge article, it can be a in KCS. So you can define the style here for that particular template which you want to define. Then here in the article template, this is basically where you define the exact template. So currently they have already given you some references. or sorry, templates like reference, KCS, how to, then HR frequently asked questions. But you can define your own template, custom templates as per your organizational policy, as per your organizational process. Then knowledge sets, you can define, basically this is different sections of your company, like you have HR, you have finance, benefits, payroll, or any other system, IT, facilities. So you can define your knowledge articles and then associate them into these particular sets. Okay. Notes template, it's again a template based on knowledge management, will not go detailed into this. Now for the status configuration, this is what we have seen in the status process earlier. So this is all specific to the knowledge management. So here if I go here in this diagram, so I can see when the knowledge article is created, it goes in progress state. Then I can move this to draft state. From draft, like I will build the knowledge article, it can go to cancel state. For example, if it is not needed. Once it's drafted properly, then it is submitted for review. So it goes to review stage. Or if you do not want anybody to approve it, you can directly send this to published. So published is the stage where it gets accessible to the employees. So they can search for it, they can reference it when the knowledge article goes to the published state. Then afterwards, it can go again directly be closed, or you can retire. Retire means that after a certain time, if that knowledge article becomes void or it is no longer to be used in the organization, then you can retire it. You can move this to the retired state. So these were some basic configurations of our knowledge management, how you can access them, how you can define them. And now we will see how a knowledge management can be, sorry, article can be created. Now let me go back here. Sorry, I need to go back to the workspace. So here in the workspace, I can directly create a knowledge article. Now, for example, I need to define a knowledge article for my, it can be anything, for email, for Outlook, for HR policies. We can define any knowledge article. Now you can see, as I was discussing about the templates, so these are the templates you have to choose first. So either you want to define a reference, you want to define a KCS template, then it has this format. So if the format you can see here, there's a problem, which environment, resolution, and the cause. So you can define your, this is more specific to the IT. You can define a KCS template where you can, then how to. For example, you have a question, you have answer, and then some technical notes related to that particular question. Similarly, HR and frequently asked questions. So, for example, let me select this frequently asked questions. So once you select it, then you get a formatting here, style here, which style you want to define. So if you are happy with the basic style, this one, then you can go and use it, or you can change it to the way it is defined here. You can say, so 5 styles are currently being defined for this particular template. So I would say use selected template. Okay, now what I need to define, I need to define that first of the title of the knowledge article. So let me say, for example, this is, I want to define a leave. Let's take an example of a leave policy. Leave policy for organization. Okay. So then in this case, I have to define a leave policy for organization. So first of all, I need to define a question. So for example, just what are my leave benefits? So if suppose somebody will ask this question, what are my leave benefits? So we have to define an answer here. I'll explain you what exactly each of this term means. So let me say leave policy of our organization. So this is casual is, let's suppose casual is 35 days, sick is 5 days, or any other leave is. That's what, just I'm giving an example. You can create a descriptive article here. So example 6. Now, first of all, I have defined an title. So this is the title for, you know, for somebody to access this article. Then these are the questions which are there, like what are my leave benefits, and the answer is, this is the answer. So I can, it's like, just I have taken an example. You can define this as a reference article also, or you can define it any other type of the article. Now let's also, you can format here. For example, this question you want to put it bold. Similarly, here in the answer, you can define this. Okay. So then you have to, now this is how we define this article. Now here you can define the knowledge set. This is what we checked in the setting section. So I can define this as an HR policy. Then the company it is associated with is this. Similarly, then I have to define an assignment. So let me define an assignment for this. So for example, this is related to, let me see, if HR support, I have an individual there. Employees relation. So I have, suppose, Elizabeth Peters, and then I will save it. Okay. Now what exactly is this? I will define you. You can see here, author. Author means this is the team which is the author of this article. So currently it is assigned to Elizabeth Peters. That means she is the author of this particular article. Now, whenever we define an article in an organization, it has to be defined by some group, by some person. So that information is there. So this article is written by this particular group and this particular employee. Okay, this is what exactly. Now, keyword tags. So now, if you want people to, when the people will search, they will search with certain keyword. What are my leave policies of organization, or any other terms, normally what we use in Google. So you have to define the keywords with which this article should come up as a reference. Leave policy, I will only define two, but you can define more depending on what people are searching for. Then you can also categorize this. It is optional thing, but you can categorize this, that this is related to which particular, if it is related to which particular section, you can define that also. So let me, as of now, not define. We can define category, we can define region, we can define site. You can also add certain reference attachments here to this article. Now let me save this. Okay, now my my knowledge article is saved, and this is my number which has been defined. Now you can see the current status of article is in progress. So let me go back. Okay, now let me discard this. Now let me go to the this section to see my knowledge article. Okay, now this is the one which we have defined, leave policies for HR. Now what I can do, I can edit this. Click on here. Then I will move this to draft. So now you can see from in progress, you can go to draft and cancel. This is what we have seen in the setting part, that the flow of knowledge article, the status flow from in progress, it can go to draft. So I will move this to draft. Then, okay, so this is the status transition, but here you can also have some other information added to it. You can, associate certain articles with this suggested articles. These are all articles. You can associate this with this article. Then the people who are working on this, they can add their notes here, like updated status. I'm just giving, and then you can post it. So it will say the status has been updated. Similarly, whatever changes you are doing to the article, because different teams will add their own comments on the article, so they can add this activity. Okay. Now what I will do, let me edit this status again. Again, this is still in the edit mode. You can also edit the question, answers, any other information you want to edit. Now from the draft, there are two stages. Either I can submit it for SMA review, or I can publish this. For example, let me submit this for SMA review, and I will change the reviewer. Click on the change reviewer. I would select the organization. Then I would select the support, just a minute. Then the group. So, for example, this employer relation, and here I would select Elizabeth Peters. So now this, when I will save it, so you can see this article will go to review for pending. But if I directly move this from, you know, from draft, sorry, from draft stage to submit, sorry, for from draft to publish, it will directly be published. There is no approval in that. But here I have put this for, I have sent this for approval. So if I click here, it will say this article is currently not allowed to review this article because this is pending for review with Elizabeth. Now let me go here. I have already logged in with Elizabeth. So if this is Elizabeth's profile here. So let me showcase you. So if I see here in his notification, so you can see here this knowledge article has been assigned to you for review. So what I can do, she can directly go click on this. Copy this. I think it's taking some time here to open it. Let me go here and search. Yeah, it's already here. Leave policies. Current status is SMA review. So let me go here. But you can directly open it from the notification also. So you can see here this is saying review pending. So this I can now go and check the article, what details are there, and now if when I am satisfied with the article, I would say review pending. Click on here. I would put my comments here. I can reject it. I can also reject it. I can cancel it. So whatever I need. So I would directly say approved. So I can add my comments here, whatever I need to add. So I have approved this article now. When we go back, let me refresh this. So here you can see now the status of article, knowledge article will automatically change. You can see here it is published. Published means that it is accessible to the end users. Now we have created a knowledge article. We have seen its approval process. Now let's see how we can access it from the case management. So for example, let me go. I'll go and click on the create case. So let me say Alan. You can directly go and from an existing case also we can check it, but it's fine. Say leave policy. We'll just I'll go to the case. So this case has been now created for a leave. Like I need to know the leave policy. So here if I go to the resources, so you can see here my keyword which I had given. So it is giving me this key policy knowledge article at the top as a reference. So basically what it has done with my, whatever title I had submitted for the ticket, it has automatically, searched the system and given me this as a policy. So what if in case now I need this, I can go here to this article. I can review this article and I can say, okay, fine, yeah, this is what exactly I want. Or I can click here and view this article. It will open the article in the knowledge management C, and then I can see it. Or I can directly tag this article in the ticket, and then I can like as an end support staff, if suppose the ticket is assigned to me, I can go and close this case. I can directly tag this article. Please, I would say I will click on this status, I would say work in progress, then yeah, sorry, I am not able to do it here because I changed the status. So let me go back. So here I can directly, for the knowledge article, I can go and resolve this case by tagging this article. I can put this in the resolution description here. I can copy this here in the resolution description that please refer the, that's it. And then I can close this case. Okay. So this was it from the knowledge management side. This is just how you access the knowledge management in the remedy system. So this knowledge article, whenever you define it, it is accessed across systems. You can also access this in the ITSM. So this is the way we define the knowledge article, and then how it works with the case management. So today we have seen how you define a knowledge article, what are the settings available for knowledge management, then how you use it in the case management system. Similarly, you can use this in the ITSM. In next video, most probably when we will take it in the ITSM, we will showcase you there are any more additional things in the knowledge management. Okay, I hope you are liking my videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and press the bell icon so that you will get a notification. I will be bringing more videos on case management and then on BMC Helix, and also I'm planning to bring videos on service. Okay, thank you.